It usually starts quietly. You're doing something ordinary, scrolling, walking, waiting. Nothing special. Then a random detail appears. A song you haven't heard in years. A place you used to pass every day. A photo you forgot you still had. And suddenly your mood changes. Not fully happy, not fully sad. Something in between. Like your mind just leaned backwards without your permission. And the strange part is, nothing is actually happening right now, but it still feels like something is being lost. So why does remembering good times sometimes hurt?
Most people assume nostalgia is replaying the past, but it isn't. It's comparing two versions of you. There's the then version and the now version. And the moment they meet, something feels uneven because the memory is always complete, but your present never feels finished. Think about it. A memory is frozen, clean, whole, but your current life is still unfolding. So when they collide, it's not just remembering, it's measuring. And that measurement rarely feels neutral.
Here's something strange. You don't actually remember the past the way it was. You remember how it felt, filtered through distance. Pain fades, confusion softens, only meaning stays. So the mind quietly reshapes everything into something warmer. Not on purpose, it just happens over time, like an old photograph slowly adjusting its own colors when no one is looking at it. So when you think about the good old days, you're often not remembering reality. You're remembering a version that survived editing, and your present life has to compete with that version, even though it never had a chance to stay unchanged. Now, something deeper happens. You don't just think about the past. You feel a shift in your body, a small tightening in the chest, a slower breathing rhythm, a quiet heaviness behind your eyes. It's subtle but real, because nostalgia doesn't stay in thought. It triggers emotional contrast. The brain notices this is not that anymore. And that difference creates tension, not because the past was perfect, but because it felt more complete than now feels. So your body reacts like it's losing something in real time, even though nothing is actually being taken. Time changes emotional weight in a strange way. When something is happening right now, it's messy, uncertain, incomplete, full of doubt. But when it becomes memory, your mind removes the noise. It keeps the highlights and removes the friction. So past moments often feel smoother than they actually were. Not because they were better, but because they are finished. And the human mind confuses finished with better more often than it realizes. So nostalgia isn't just memory, it's the mind reacting to something that no longer has problems.
So why does nostalgia hurt? Because it quietly reveals something uncomfortable. Not that the past was perfect, but that it is unreachable. You can visit it in your mind, but you can't return to it in reality. And the moment you fully feel that gap, nostalgia stops being sweet and becomes something closer to emotional distance. Not sadness exactly, more like awareness that time didn't just pass, it moved you somewhere else without asking.
So maybe nostalgia was never meant to feel purely happy. Maybe it exists to show you something important, that meaning doesn't disappear with time. It just changes location. And what you're really feeling isn't loss of the past. It's recognition that you are no longer inside it. And that realization is what makes it hurt.